What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with my video breakdown for episode 7 of the season 3 of The Flash, entitled Killer Frost. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe and comment. So this episode was a Kevin Smith episode. It was very different to its episode in season 2, the runaway dinosaur. In this episode, Barry actually had his powers. So it started exactly where Shade, the last episode, ended, with Barry being held up against what looked like the top of a wall against Savitar, but obviously only Barry can see him at the moment. So Barry was saying to Joe, shoot him, but he didn't really want to shoot him because he couldn't see him. And then Alchemy got off and run away, and from that point, you could just tell exactly who it was from the way he ran. It looked quite funny to me. Maybe I'm the only person that actually thought that. So Savitar ended up taking Barry Allen and kept dropping him at different points of inside Central City. Couldn't really figure out how he can move that fast, but he is the god of motion, so I don't know, it looked like there was multiple instances of the Flash being around. I'm actually quite shocked that we got that much Savitar within this episode. So the focus of the episode was supposed to be on Killer Frost, but I don't really feel like the focus was really on her. So Wally West, Kid Flash, was in the cocoon, the pod, for the most of the episode, until Joe went a bit crazy and HR helped him get Kid Flash out. And once he got out, he speeded off to one of his old hiding spots, but it was still vibrating, seeing as his body wasn't used to the connection needed to vibrate at a speed that wasn't the speed that, until Barry whacked him and then he could talk again, and then everything was fine as it seemed. But I still think they're going with a Daniel West kind of, he's going to turn evil, but it's going to take a few episodes to do that. He kind of hinted at when can he go out with Barry, and then I was just like, it's too soon. So it's clear that Team Flash are going to push him away. So the more and more we got into this Killer Frost episode, the more evil she got throughout, getting into a fight with Cisco. Cisco personally would absolutely destroy her if they weren't friends. So to me, them two fighting and her fighting Barry made absolutely no sense. So she took Julian so she could locate where people who had been searching Alchemy and Savitar were, so she could find Savitar or Alchemy so he could get rid of his powers. And the best part was when the Flash turned up and he said hit her, and then the Flash knocked Julian out, which I found really quite funny. I don't know if anyone else found that funny, but ultimately Barry let Killer Frost out and said, if you're going to kill me, kill me. She made an icicle knife, kind of, if you want to call it that, and she held it up against him but didn't hit it, didn't kill him. So she's just going to have to fight with these abilities throughout the rest of the season until they come up a way for her to control them. Obviously she can control them with the cuffs, but she's not going to wear the cuffs for the rest of her life. So we got the big unveil for Dr. Alchemy, or was it the big flop unveil? I wasn't really happy with how it happened. Julian basically said that Barry can't be a CSI if he wants him not to tell the police who this metahuman was. So he said he'd keep his mouth shut as long as Barry isn't a CSI. But this is a bit obvious and a bit predictable for someone like me, that Barry's clearly going to become a CSI again very, very soon. So Savitar turned up right at the end and said to Julian, so Julian was Dr. Alchemy, and said, we've still got work to do to help him. So yes, Julian Dawn, it is Savitar, and this is the disappointing part of what was a good episode. Why do the Flash keep making it obvious who everyone is? The Reverse Flash, Zoom, the Masked Man, Julian, Mr. Alchemy was the most obvious one of them all. Really disappointed. I mean, an unmasking would have been better. And also a question that let me know down below is, how can Julian Dawn see Savitar if no one else can see him? Is it the fact that only people can see Savitar if he wants to be seen? Or is it the fact that he wasn't moving continuously? And that's how I can't understand. I can't figure out how Julian can actually see him, as he didn't have the Dr. Alchemy outfit on. The stone end wasn't anywhere, so he couldn't draw power from that to see him. So it makes no sense. And the more I see of Savitar in the robot form, the more I love him. But for some reason, people don't like him. Some people comparing him to seem like a more combat person, someone for more combat. Don't really know why people aren't liking him. I suppose it's because he's meant to be a speedster, but people feel like he's more like Megatron or Ultron from Age of Ultron or something like that. But overall, it was a solid episode except for the unveil. Episode 7, I mean, now we know that Savitar is the boss and Alchemy is his little bitch, but it was a bit too soon for the unveil in my opinion. It would have been better had they caught him in the act and unmasked him, or Savitar unmasked him, or Savitar told him to take the mask off. But for me, it was a weak and feeble unveil, and it wasn't like that what the fuck moment, because everybody, even if you can't work things out, would have worked out who he was. Oh, in Flashpoint, someone turns up and he's a dick to Barry. Oh, it's gotta be Savitar. Seeing as I said his character, he was hiding something, it was a bit obvious, even if you don't read comic books. I just can't see why that part happened. So let me know down below what you think Savitar's overall psychological warfare will be with Barry. And also, do you think Wally West is going to turn into Daniel Flash? Anyway guys, please like, subscribe and comment down below, and I'll see you in another video. Remember, there's no Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow this week due to the 4-night crossover next week, which is really a 3-night crossover. As you've heard me said 100 times, it will start on the Flash and then go over to Arrow, then go over to Legends, but really they've set it up by getting Supergirl over to Earth 1 at the end of Supergirl next week, but that doesn't mean that she's going to be in the crossover. Well, she's in the crossover, but it doesn't technically start till the Flash. I'm getting sick and tired of saying this, but some people seem to think her whole episode is in the crossover. No, it will be like 3-4 minutes, probably a tease at the end, potentially. And it looks like we're getting the Hall of Justice during the crossover, so that is going to be sick. Anyway guys, peace.